My pants sag low, even though that went out of style like 10 years ago. Suppose I got the swagger of a cripple. I got little biceps getting fatter in the middle. And lyrically, I'm not the best. Physically, the opposite of Randy Moss. And yet, so preposterous. Feel the awesomeness. The most obnoxious guest up at the Sausage Fest.
What's up, YouTube? Yellow Thunder, Team No Fat Chicks coming at you with a deck list from Patrick Hoban. This regional was Tuscaloosa, Alabama, which took place on the 19th. He top-8'd. TCG player says he placed somewhere between 5th through 8th, so somewhere in there. And this was the deck list. He took Dragunity Ruler. This is kind of similar to the deck that I took just this past weekend at Tinley Park, but there's quite a few modifications, definitely a lot more draw power. But let's go ahead and start with what he has. He has 3 Blaster, 1 Messeltane, 3 Ducks, 3 Phalanx, 3 Redox, and 3 Tempest. So first of all, notice that we have no Valor, no Maxi, no Zephy, no Garuda, nothing like that. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. He just had the basic slimmed down Dragunity engine and then 3 of the dragons that he ran. So now for the spells, we got Book of Moon, 2 Cards Consonants, 3 Dragons Ravine, 1 Gold Sarcophagus, 1 Day of Peace, 3 Sacred Swords of 7 Stars, 2 Terraforming, 3 Upstart Goblin. So for 16 spells, then we got 1 Chain Disappearance. Very interesting that he mained that. Pat and I were going over back and forth between what could possibly be special summon with 1,000 less attack. Really, what we came up with is if he was facing another Dragunity player who ran Phalanx, or let me see, monster with 1,000 less attack is. Ooh, they did update the text, and it is when it's summoned. So. Well, I guess there's no reason for that discussion. It doesn't have to be special summon anymore. So that's actually pretty boss. So 1 Chain Disappearance, 1 Compulse, 1 Mirror Force, a Regeki Break, 3 Reckless Greed, Return from Different Dimension, and Solemn Warning. That takes it up for the main deck. Let's go ahead and take a look at the side deck real quick. Had 1 DD Crow, 2 Mateon, the Time Lord, 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, so those are where that is, 1 Ixie Encore, the 2nd Chain Disappearance, double Divine Wrath for discard power and effect negation, the 2nd Mirror Force, 2 Mystical Rough Panel, because who just loves the plus, right? And 2 Skill Drain. So all in all, pretty basic. Love the tech choices and everything. For his extra deck, we got Colossal Fighter, double Crimson Blader, and then your Dynamic 4, 1 Gaydurg, and 3 Vajrayana. Then for a generic 6, we got HTS Psyhemoth, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Stardust Dragon, Ptolemy M7 for the loop, a Tum for the loop, and then for our 7 ranks, double Dragosek and 1 Big Eye. So first of all, obviously, another big thing like what we saw in our last profile was there is no emptiness as well in this deck. And I think that's pretty big coming from even Patrick Hoban, being as all the hype and popularity that he's been getting, that he wouldn't try to tech that out. But props to him for going without the Maxis, going without the Valors, going without the emptiness, and still getting top 8. That's pretty awesome. Right now I got Pat here. We're taking a look at the deck. Pat, you got anything to comment on what we see here?
Yeah, I can understand actually why there's no Maxi in this build. If you look at it, he doesn't need to draw anymore. In fact, with as much draw power as this deck is put into it, with the 1 Day of Peace, the 3 Swords, 3 Reckless, the 3 Upstart, and I'll even throw the Wrath panels in there too, because that's really all you're going to hit with them. I mean, if you drop a Maxi against the wrong deck, he could possibly deck himself out. Not to mention, there's nothing really a Maxi other than summoning Redox it's very good for late game. Whereas Reckless and everything else that he's playing his deck is more so in his control.
Interesting points there. Alrighty then. Well, that takes care of that. Once again, this is Yellow Thunder, Captain Pat from Team No Fat Chicks. Go ahead and comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll check you next time.
Motherfucker, I'm awesome. No, you're not. I'm driving around in my mom's ride. I'm awesome. A quarter of my life gone by, and I met all my friends online. Motherfucker, I'm awesome. I will run away from a brawl. I'm awesome. There's no voicemail, nobody calls. I'm awesome. I can't afford to buy 8